Hey, I'm Kristin Larson. I'm with the Canning Garden, and today I want to talk about salads from the garden, specifically my garden. We're going to talk about how I prepare it and make a dressing for it and serve it. So let's start at the beginning, and that would be gathering your salad. Let's start with what I've pulled from my garden. I've actually picked a couple different types of leaf lettuce and some herbs. I actually incorporate herbs into pretty much everything I make, as well as all of my fresh dishes. So it looks like I've got like a baby romaine lettuce here and a red leaf lettuce. I also have mint, and a lot of folks say they don't like mint. Well, I think if you don't like mint, it's because you don't know how to use it. I love mint, so we're going to put that in. I have some baby dill. I mean, as you can see, that's pretty tiny there. Parsley, love that. Oh, and I've got some chives here too. Some chives that we're going to cut up, clean and cut. So first thing I do is put everything in a bowl of cool water. I need to clean this, and plus the cool water actually helps to crisp up the greens here. I let this sit, probably for 15 minutes or so, and during that time, a lot of the sediment, a lot of the silt is going to go to the bottom of the bowl here. I'm actually going to shake these out, and I'm going to re-rinse this for a second time. So this is my first rinse. Let's go to the second one. I've now rinsed my salad for the second time, and so I'm going to take and shake my greens. Aren't those pretty? I love a salad spinner. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm putting everything in there. I'll pick out anything that I don't want to eat here later on, but first thing I want to do is spin it. So I fill a spinner about halfway full, not all the way full. So this looks like about a good amount, and it's fairly loose in there too. Then I put the top on, spin it, put this in another bowl, and then spin the rest of my salad. If you don't have a salad spinner, this is a tip I learned from my mother. Just dry it out in a towel. Let me show you how to do that. This is a salad that needs to be dried. And say I don't have a spinner. Let's just dry it on a towel like this. This is a flour sack towel or a regular towel like you'd find in the grocery store. Lay your lettuce on here. Just kind of spread it on out. And take this and fold it up. This kind of reminds me of when like you're drying hand washables. Give it a shake and let the water come off. It's not quite as dry as if it was in a spinner, but it's pretty good. My bowl of lettuce here is now shredded into nice bite-sized pieces. But now we have this stuff left over. I kind of think that this looks like what the weed whacker left off. It's all your herbs, and this is really the best part of the salad. This is what makes it super delicious. This is what makes it unique, are all these fabulous herbs. So let me show you how I go through this and decide what I'm going to put in, what I'm going to pitch. Let's start with the biggest one. The biggest piece in here is the mint. Mint, beautiful green color, and you don't need a lot of this to add just a little hint in your salad. What I want is folks to taste my salad and say, ooh, was that a piece of mint? And by the time that they've swallowed it, it's like, man, that was good. I don't even like mint. Yes, and that's a common thing that I hear from a lot of people. It's because you don't know how to use it. So let's take 2 leaves here. That's usually enough for a salad that will serve maybe 2 to 4 pieces. 2 to 4 people. Okay. Anyway, let's just take and break it up. This is 2 leaves here. Nice tiny pieces. The tough part here down by the stem, I don't know if you can see that, that's kind of tiny. I don't put that in. But that's 2 pieces of mint in there. The next thing I have is parsley. Everybody likes parsley. So I just go ahead and put a bunch of that in. And it's green, and it's good. So let's put that in. I put a lot in. Okay, a few more pieces. Okay, very good. Next thing I'm going to put is dill. Dill is something else people say, oh, I don't like dill. Well, this is baby dill. This dill that I picked is only probably, what, 4 inches or so tall. Perfect size, very tender, very mild. I just pull off the ends of it. There again, you don't need a lot to just add a special little flavor to your salad. I've actually had people pick this out of this salad and say, what is this leafy stuff, this frizzy stuff? That's dill, and you'll like it, so try it. Oh, I've got a little piece of oregano in here. I'm gonna put that in. I just strip those leaves off that way, down the stem. And there again, just break this all up with my fingers. And on the top. And the last thing I've got here are some chives. I don't like that one. That one looks good. And don't want any that are yellow. I don't use any chive that has the purple flower on the top either. That's pretty tough. So that looks pretty good. I actually use a knife to cut these. And I suppose they're 1/2 inch or so pieces. Hear that snap? Isn't that great? Okay. And I think that's pretty good. Oh, here's another little piece. We'll put that in. So, our basic salad with a little extra is ready to go. I know some folks may think, man, this is a lot of work. Can't I just buy this in a bag? Well, yeah, I guess you can, but I grew this. I prepared it with love, and I'm going to serve it with love, and that's why it's so special. Eating becomes an event. It's just not something you do. It's a time where you get to sit down with your family, your friends, and I do this every night. I love this. So let's make a salad dressing. Hey, we're going to make some salad dressing now. And I like to think of a recipe as merely a suggestion because I rarely color in the lines, and although I do follow recipes, they usually have a Kristin twist somewhere in them. But I'm going to do my best to give you ingredients and proportions here. Salad dressing is not difficult to make. It really requires oil, vinegar, and some type of seasoning. That's basically a salad dressing. So I'm going to use my best guess that I take 1/2 cup of olive oil. I'm going to put it in here. And I have 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar and red wine vinegar. I like a little more red wine vinegar than I like balsamic vinegar, so it's not exactly a 50-50 preparation inside here. I do like salt. I've got about 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here. You can use any kind of salt you want. I like sometimes a seasoned salt, sometimes just a plain sea or rock salt. And there's a little pepper in there too, but let's add a little pepper extra because I like that. Garlic. I don't have a garlic press. I just use a little knife. So what I do is I just mince the end of this. And now I'm just going to take it and chop off these tiny little pieces. And put them in there. And this is just a clove. There we go. I really like lemon. This is 1/2 lemon. I'm going to put the juice of 1/2 lemon. If I don't have 1/2 lemon, you can always use the zest. That's the outside part here as part of your lemon flavor. So let's get some lemon juice in there. Very nice. Mustard, any kind. I happen to have a delicatessen style. I'm going to say about a teaspoon of this or so. That just gives it a little ping. The last thing that I like to add is sweetness to this. Some people use sugar. I actually use something that I've made and canned, and that is an herb-infused jelly. The base of this jelly is apple juice, and inside the juice, the apple juice, have just been herbs that have sat there for a day or so to really infuse a lovely, really robust and yummy flavor. It's got a lot of basil in here, so I'm going to use about a teaspoon of this. It's about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to whisk this and taste it. If I want more of something, just add it. It's really not rocket science. It's what tastes best for you. The dressing is now ready to go on the salad. or you can let this sit. Actually, this will sit for quite a while. I figure the longer it sits, and what I found is the longer that it sits, the better that it tastes. The garlic has a chance to really infuse its flavor. The pepper comes out, the tartness of the mustard, the sweetness of the jelly. I just think it gets better with age, but you can eat it now if you want to.